Do you want to be an epic Chad in solo mine Wownero and help kill the environment? Sounds like a great idea, so let's get into it. So I have these 3 GitHub links that you need to download for mining on Windows: XMRig, Wowlet, and Wownero. First thing we're going to do is Wowlet. Wowlet is, well, a wallet to hold your wallet. Your, not wallet, your Wownero. So you go down here. You could actually do this on Mac OS and Linux, but we're going to do it on Windows because that's what I'm using right now. However, later on I will make a Hive OS tutorial for mining it, but that's it, because that's the only thing I know how to do. So that downloads, takes 2 minutes, but I already have it downloaded, so we'll just cancel it. So once it's downloaded, you open Wallet. I don't think it really, if I remember correctly, it doesn't actually show up here. I think it does actually, but if it doesn't, you could type wallet and it should just pop up here, and then you could put on your taskbar or whatever you want to do. So you'll probably only get the option to do create a new wallet since it's brand new, but if not, then you just press that next. You can name your wallet, you can put a password if you want, you can have a directory to have it saved or whatever. Then you have this wallet seed. So you write this down somewhere or take a picture of it. I personally rather writing it down. This is the way to recover your account if you somehow lose your computer. You could download Wallet on a different computer, put this wallet seed in there, and you're pretty much good to go. So now that we open this, what we need from here is the wallet, the keys, and what we need is the primary address and your secret spin key in order to start mining this coin. So the next thing we need to do before we even get the actual miner for it, we need to download Wownero, which if we go to here, I'm going to get the Windows version. That's the Windows version, right? Yes, should be. So wait for that to download. Doesn't take long. I should have made some tea. Alright, once you open it, you need some type of thing to open the zip file. So I don't know what you use. So yeah, I think you could do it without any zip file downloading thing. I don't remember. Whatever. It's been years. I've been using this for years. So yeah, you could extract this wherever you want. I'm going to do this on my desktop. And once you do that, you go to the Wownero, and then you open Wownero. Oh wait, I already have one open. I called it magic. So you open it, you allow access, and you'll have a syncing thing. So it'll take like maybe 20 minutes to sync, and you could see progress of it. And when it's done, after it's done, you can actually start mining, solo mining Wownero. So now, after you got that, actually I need to open that, and I need to keep this open. I'll talk about why I made this into a bat file later. So now that it's synchronized, you could download XMRig, which also all of these will be in my description. Forgot to say that. So in this case, we'll download this one, the bottom one. And then well, actually, before you do that, you're probably getting a thing saying virus detected or whatever. That's not really a virus, but you could type on Windows Defender. Oh, how did that happen? Windows Security, I mean. And then you go to Virus, Manage Settings, and then you just turn everything off. Like that. Actually, you could probably just turn off the real-time protection, that's it. But I just turned them all off. Which, I'm actually going to re-download that just in case. Because, you know, just in case. You open it, you extract it, just throw it somewhere. Another thing you could do, if you want to turn on your virus protection back on, you can scroll down, go to exclusions, add an exclusion. You can do a folder, and then you go to desktop, find that XMRig, and select folder. but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to be deleting this stuff. So after you download xmrig, you open it and you open the configuration, and you need to add some things from this because it's missing some things that you need for mining Wownero. Scroll down to where you see algorithm URL, blah blah blah. So on the algo part, you change it to parentheses, that's not a parentheses, rx/wow. That's it. Make sure to have your syntax correct, comma, you know, looks like that. That's the syntax, cool. Because people mess that up often. And then for your URL, you could put, since that Wownero D thing we downloaded, it's a node, and you need that node to, I don't know, talk to the blockchain. Since it's on this computer, the host, you could use this IP address, which will work because, I don't know, you're just the host and it just magically works. 127. But if you're mining on another computer, you have to use a different, like your actual IP address, which I'll show later on Hive OS. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So that's what you need for the computer running Wownero. Wownerod. I don't even know how to say that. So for the user, you get your primary address from your wallet, which I closed on accident. So you open up real quick. Open wallet. Want to use this dummy account. Wallet. Keys. So you need the primary address. Also, don't show this to anyone because, I don't know, they could probably just take over your account or something. And then, oop, I didn't mean to open that. Then you go to the user, you paste that. And then you have to add another parameter. Ooh, my voice is cracked. Another parameter. I like to keep this all organized, so I do that. You don't really have to do that, but it's just nice. You have to type spend dash secret dash key, and do that. Then space, parentheses again, and then you go to here, go back to your keys, and then you go to your secret spent key and copy and paste that basically to here. Don't forget the comma, very important. And so we need to do two more things, which is for a daemon, we want to make that true. And then you would want to make a new parameter of daemon dash poll dash interval and change that to 1,000. The reason why I want you to use xmrig instead of the other miner that you use, I think it's actually in the wallet somewhere, but I haven't really looked into it, is that based on someone else's, I actually haven't done this myself, but it's a lot slower compared to using xmrig, which I believe that because xmrig is the best CPU mining software ever used, so might be biased, who knows, but this is what I do, and that's what works. So then you close, well, save it, and then you go to xmrig folder, then you just double click this and it opens. It says fail to apply MSR mod. You need to give it run administrator. Then voila, you're now mining, well, solo mining Wownero on Windows. So now, yeah, if you have another Windows computer that you want to mine on the same Wi-Fi network, I'm not sure if it works on different Wi-Fi networks because I never had to deal with that yet. Which I'm gonna close that. It might be lagging the call or whatever. Not call, the video. So, what you need to do if you're mining on a different Windows computer and you don't feel like downloading another node or whatever, is you type cmd, type ip space config, right? No, ipconfig, no space. And then you look for the IPv4 address which this is mine. I'm gonna have it blocked. You're not gonna actually see it. So yeah, you get that IPv4 address, and let's pretend this is the another Windows computer. All right. So we open up your xmrig config. You have the same exact things, except you change this to your IPv4 address that you have on your host computer. So 192 yada yada yada, and you still keep the same port. And that means that other Windows computer will also be mining, and it'll just pay you. And yeah, that's it really. So now I'm gonna go in Hive OS and show you how to download, well, how to configure xmrig on there, because it's very finicky and it's stupid. So yeah, there's actually one thing I missed to talk about. If you're mining on more than one machine, you should on your wownerod.exe software, which I'm gonna go and mine actually, that I actually use. So you want to make a text file like that, text document, and then let me edit this real quick because I don't actually remember the commands. You would want to type this right here, wownero.d.exe, yeah, all that basically. So let me just throw in the text. So go here, throw it in the text, which if I remember I'll put this in the description too, just to make your life easier. Nope, wrong thing. Press file, save as, and then go to text, all files, and then you can name it whatever you want. Wownero, cool, wow. .bat. The .bat is the important part, and make sure to have that as all files. Save, and then what this do is let you be able to have all your other computers be able to mine and communicate with your the node on your main computer, I guess. Honestly, I don't really know what it does, but it made my stuff work. So yeah. Alright, now I'm going to teach you how to do solo mining on Hive OS. So I assume you have a main Windows computer with a node running already, because I have no clue how to download a node on Hive OS. So yeah. So this is the host computer I'm using right now. So go in here, type hiveos.form, sign in. I assume you know the basics of Hive OS. You're mining a different coin like Ethereum, I assume. So I assume you know the basics of Hive OS. So all you really got to do is go to your wallets, add a wallet, pick WoW, type in your primary address here, and then you can name it if you want. And I already made mine here. That's my primary address. I'll probably censor all this really. And then you have your worker downloaded already, right? Cool. So you go to flight sheets, you go here, press Wownero for the coin, then you add your WoW wallet. Then for the pool, you press configure and miner, because pools doesn't exist for Wownero anymore. It's only solo mining. And then for here, you would want to go to xmrig, if I can find it. Am I blind? Probably. xmrig new. Somewhere. Am I blind? Yes, I am blind, but where is it? Oh, there it is right here. xmrig new. And then for the setup miner config, for the pool URL, the same thing we did on the Windows computer, like in the case of this computer not being the host, you put 192, your IPv4 address basically, with the 3, I don't remember the ports, but you've seen it already, but just in case if you somehow forgot. So it's basically going to be this, but you change this to your IPv4 address here, and yeah, that's it. So for here, all you want to do is go here, and then you could just click that, and that's all you need since you already have your wallet set up. So it automatically puts your wallet in here. And after that, for the password, this is basically naming, but like this is solo mining, so it honestly doesn't really matter to have your password. I mean, you could do this if you want. It doesn't matter. CPU, you want to put 1248, even though Hive OS doesn't actually change that for some reason, because I was having a horrible time trying to figure this out. I was putting the CPU configuration, the extra things like the daemon, changing it to true and all that. It did not change that whatsoever at all. So I had to go on the actual Hive OS machine and change it there myself, which I'll show you how to do that now. This is basically all you need, by the way. Turn on CPU, and that's it. After you pressed apply on that flight sheet that you made, oops, I didn't mean to do that. You go to here to select a worker. Let's just choose, well, this one's offline. Let's choose this one. You go press the flight sheet button, and then go here and just press the rocket to the moon thing, and it just applies the flight sheet. And once you do that, wait for the miner to actually be downloaded. Then you go on your actual machine and edit the config there. You could possibly go in here and go to remote access Hive shell start and do it from here, but for some reason I was having problems and just couldn't do it. I don't know if I'm just being stupid, but you should be able to do it on Hive shell, but I'm gonna just actually do it on the computer itself, so be right back. Alright, so now I'm on the actual computer, and I'm doing a voiceover because I had no audio for this. So basically, you're on this screen, and if this shows up, all you gotta do is press escape to go to this menu of where you could type codes and stuff. I don't know, not really codes, commands. So the two commands I'm mainly going to use is cd, which means change directory, which is kind of like navigating File Explorer, I believe that's what it's called. I don't know, the folders, and directory, which shows what folders is in that folder. Alright, so I typed directory as you can see there. Now I'm doing change directory Hive, and then after you do that, I do directory again just to see where I was looking at, and I believe I did change directory miners. After that, did directory just to see where I'm going. Did that misspell. And then I did change directory xmrig-new. Directory once again, and this time I go to nano config dot no wrong thing, nano h dash config dot sh. If you just edit the actual config on here, it just replaces it by this h-config here, and here it looks very weird. So you scroll all the way down, you use your arrow keys, and you're looking for something that resembles like the algorithm coin URL. You'll see the quotes and it's in yellow, xmrig template. So here I'm adding my other parameter that xmrig doesn't have, which is spend secret key, something like that. I'm typing it, you could see it. And then here you can't really copy and paste your spin secret key, which really sucks. So you'd have to type it one by one. Make sure you have your syntax right, which here it's just make sure it looks like the rest with the colons and stuff. So here, just typing, I'm going to type my secret key here, which I'm going to pretty much skip through that. I won't actually show y'all that because I'm putting my actual real secret key. After you're done typing your secret key, make sure to close the parentheses and have the comma. So next, I'm gonna press space after the comma and put in parentheses daemon dash poll, my bad, daemon dash poll dash interval, yes. Then close the parentheses, do the colons, well, not two colons, just one colon, space, and then put 1000 comma. And then there should already be a daemon parameter there, All you got to do is change that from false to true, and then after that you press Control X, and then you press Y to press yes, and then you press enter. Do not change the name, and then you're pretty much done. All you got to do is go on Hive OS or type minor space restart, and everything should work perfectly fine as I'm showing right here. I was half asleep doing this, so I did this very slow. As you can see, it's working. Woohoo! Well, that's pretty much it. Please like and subscribe. It'll help. And share this to people who are struggling trying to mine this coin, because yeah, why not? Just be nice, I guess.